what we do, we heat the rocks by forming a square, and inside that square, we usually use coconut, banana trunks. I don't know how many of you have seen a banana tree, but if you have, it's kind of it's a very soft tree. It's not really, it doesn't have, but it's full of moisture. And that's the reason why we pick it up and use it for our logs. So all that steaming going on. Here it is. Here is part of the banana trunk that we chopped to do our cooking today. So we form a square, and inside that square we build a fire. And then when the fire gets going, then we place rocks on them. These are rocks that come from our basalt rock quarry in our backyard further down. And these are the rocks that back in the Stone Age, in the 14th century, that were American Samoa, or this island in particular, we used to have a mass production of stone tools. So this is where these rocks come from. They're like blue rock, they're really hard. What we do, we go out at the edge of the beach. A long time ago, everybody disappeared. So they left behind this amazing quarry with all these rocks that wash up to the stream, and then we go collect them, and that's what we heat up to make this oven. Those rocks gotta be heated. It takes at least 2 hours, and also takes firewood that were burned for 2 whole hours. So it's a special selection. We know all about where they are. Well, some people know, some of us don't know, but for the most part, that's how long they have to burn and heat the rocks before it's ready. And then when it's finished, all the rocks will fall in the middle here, and then by that time there's no more firewood left over. It's all done, except there's a pile of super hot rocks in the middle and sit there. So we can't stick that long, and we level the rocks in the shape that you see, and then we place food in there. Right now, the last part of it is we're unveiling it, and if you see, no steam should escape. It's really important to keep the steam inside. That's what's happening. It's been steaming for over 3 hours, and if any steam should escape, well, the oven is not going to cook. This particular meal, or this oven, we make it on Sunday on this island. When I was a kid, we used to make them like at least 4 times a week because we needed food, right? And there was no refrigerator, none of that modern stuff like today. So we used to make this oven at least 4 times a week to feed our family. Today we only do it once a week because all these new stuff come on island, the modern stuff from the other world. They're here now. Everybody has an oven in their house and a stove and a refrigerator. So therefore, we have this beautiful oven tonight for you. But on Sunday now, a lot of you are new on island. If you drove around the island, you notice all these big, massive structures without walls, only posts, yeah? So those belong to the chiefs. The biggest fancy one belongs to the paramount chief. And then on Sunday, when we make this meal, the young men of the village will go and deliver special food items for the chiefs of their family. And this is where the chiefs sit around. There could be 50 of them in one, depending on the occasion, where they could have their lunch by themselves, and they'll deliver this food. And then when the missionaries came, they also became a very important part of our culture. And so they also get a gift of food on Sunday. And then the rest goes to the family. So here we are, we're unveiling it. Now, you see the steam is still cooking. This is how hot this oven gets. Look at that. You can come closer and take photos. And it's called Umu. You see, it's still cooking. It has not finished cooking. But we are ready to eat because it's been steaming for 3 whole hours. There you go. Let's take a beautiful photo of it. Now the Samoan oven is totally portable. You take it and make it anywhere, so long as you have the leaves for the covering and the rocks to heat so you can do your cooking. So the first thing that you see now, those are bananas. Those are dessert bananas for our dinner tonight. They all grow in our backyard. A lot of this food that we made today are organic except the meat. The shells that you're looking at here are coconut shells. After we husk the coconut, we squeeze the coconut cream, we take the shell and make use of it by putting our little casserole dish in it. Like you see here, The green stuff is I call it our Samoan spinach. It's smothered in coconut cream sauce. That's what the green stuff you see in that shell, that coconut shell. And then the other shell is a fish casserole, and then we have some prawns in the other ones. But the food that requires less cooking is at the top right here where you're looking at. The rest of the food that requires more cooking is in the bottom there, and they're cooking from both sides, the bottom and the top. Now these frogs last at least 7 years, and then we replace them again.